So, hello everyone. So, my name is Adia Delican. I'm known as the Rest Coach, and I have today going over how to create a vision board for yourself. Now, I know some of you have heard about it or may have seen it with other people and think, why do I really need to do a vision board? So, a few things that I've learned over the years when I've done a vision board is it creates you to have a focus on what you want for this year, for the next year, for the next 5 years, 10 years, and for life. I have been doing this for the last several years, and I have it in my office usually when I'm sitting down, and it helps me to refocus, to set my intentions for the day, and also to be able to grasp what I want to reach, what goals I want to reach. So, a few things that is really important when you are putting a vision board together. First thing is grab a piece of paper and write down what goals do you want to reach for this year. So we're going to start first of all in increments. So I like to do for the year just to have a broader focus. Then I also like to do for month to month. And for some of you, it may be once a quarter. So write down some goals you want to reach for this year. So in terms of your health, maybe you want to stay in shape, you want to get in better shape, you want to lose some weight, you want to start to work out. Those are the goals I really want you to write down on your paper for your health. And also maybe on nutrition, what focus you want to do on your nutrition. So that's a main need for you to actually be more specific. So a few things I've learned as a nurse is SMART goals. And I'm sure you've heard about it in different areas. So when you're doing a SMART goal, it needs to be very specific to what you want and with a date and time. So you can't just say, I want to lose weight. You need to say that I will lose 30 pounds by April 30th, 2023, or I will go to the gym 3 times a week and will achieve my best weight of blank, blank, blank by this specific date. Be very time specific. So health is important, your finances, what goals do you want to reach for your finances? Maybe you want to get a new job. Maybe you are trying to build your business or businesses. Maybe you are back in school to help with your career. It can be anything. Whatever your goal is for your finances, write it down. Another area is leisure. What things do you want to do personally that will help for yourself? So I believe in self-care as a rest coach. Self-care is so important when you are trying to find a balance each and every day. And it does require you to put time. So you need to make time for self-care. And I like to always put down things, goals, places I love to go to, what goals I want to achieve this year, which places I want to travel to. Focus on that, put it on your vision board and write it down. Also, another area would be maybe education, as I mentioned earlier, maybe in areas of things that you want. So maybe you want to purchase a car in the next few months. Pick the car that you want, cut it out. You're going to put on your vision board. So there's so many ways you can do it. And I love it because each of us have our own goals, our own desires, and it does require you to stay focused on your goals, not what other people want. So I wanted to show you what I did last year. So for 2022, I did take off one picture and put it on my new vision board behind me, but this is how I did it for 2022. So if you can see, I put 2022 on top. I was part of, and I love it where with all of the stuff just to keep me pushing. So I'm unstoppable, I'm determined. My goal was to lose some weight by September 2022, living with purpose, trying to see if we can see everything. Speak in large conferences, make up to $1 million for the year, enjoy great outdoors, putting me first, mastermind classes, just some visuals of different things. So move myself over this way and a car and everything. So this is how I did it for last year. So life, freedom, and stuff like that. A little bit smaller than what I did for this year. And I believe I kind of flipped it for 2020. So I pulled some stuff and kind of revamped it. But the whole goal is to put something that you can visualize on and see it. So I'm going to show you what I've done for 2023, and we'll move backwards a little bit. So as you can see, my vision board has different areas of where I want to get my goals met. So my goal for this year is to publish my second book, and it should be published out by the end of the year. So I did put a specific time and date. I believe I wrote November 31st, 2023. And I put some words of inspiration, which I do read daily. So I put something here, making sure that I make it count, losing weight. So I'm still working on my weight, and also just being focused on my mind, body, and spirit. And just some visuals of traveling, definitely 5-star resorts. I love the ocean, I love the water. I'm working on NFTs and Bitcoin, so that's another area of focus. And just some things with my business, where goals I want to achieve, and also with my coaching business to continue to do successful coaching for those who need that help. But this is just what I have as a visual for self-care, for my health, for finances, for travel, for my book, and my business in general. So this is one way you can do it. And this is actually a pretty large vision board as you can see. This does stay in my office. I can see it each and every day, since that's where I'm at throughout the week. And I love it. So it just keeps me inspired. And this is one good example of putting a vision board together. So I plan now for myself personally to do a smaller vision board, and there's different ways you can do it. You can just get a smaller board and add some things here that you can actually draw some lines. You can write some different things, and I'm just going to show an example of what you can do. So one way you can do it is you can put it in quarters. You can put your health, your finances, travel, business. That's one way you can do it. And one thing that's really awesome is that I like to cut things out from magazines. And when I cut things out, you can change, you can tweak it, you can just pull words out. And for example, with my travel, as you can see, I put some things like focus. I want to buy a bike, so I want to be able to ride my bike around and do mountain biking because we have mountains around here. I want to travel, so I cut that out and put it in there. Something that I can visualize and keep note of. It may not be places that I want to specifically go to, but it's what I want to do, is my desire to do. And also being relaxed and traveling out is another goal. So find things in newspapers, in magazines, and it may take some time to actually put it together. This took me about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours to get it done. And sometimes you just have to just write things out on the board, cut it out with your scissors, and just place them on areas on the board if you're not able to find what you want specifically. And also, if you find some quotes that you like that you want to keep focused on for the year, put those in there. Also, when you are done with your vision board, find a good place where you can see it on a daily basis. So it's not just for you to do today and put it away or toss it somewhere. It's for you to remain focused on for the year. So if you have a year vision board, have it somewhere where you can focus throughout the year. And at the end of the year, when you start 2024, or if you're seeing this down the road, each year I like to go back and see what goals did I really reach and what am I still working on? So for example, for 2023, I've actually started to speak to larger groups of people, and my goal is to reach a conference level. So I'm still working on that, but I am speaking and engaging with people. Still working on my finances. So that is, it's still a work in progress, and it's always a work in progress. Enjoying the great outdoors. Definitely, I have been doing that and loving it. I have created some mastermind classes, and I'm still working on some more. And I'm actually now starting to have some collaboration with other people. So that makes it very, very encouraging and showing that I am getting to where I need to be. Putting me first, always something that's a priority for me. And I have continued to be working on me and making sure first thing that I'm taking care of me. And there's still some other things here, like my weight that I'm working on, getting healthier. But basically, this shows that I am living on purpose. I am working on my life freedom. And I hope this does encourage you to know that when you're doing your vision board, it's all for you, not for anyone else. And also, one thing I'd love to do is create smaller vision boards, as I said earlier. So for the month, I will be creating some goals I want to meet in the next 30 days. And it's going to be focused on my business, my health, and some other areas. And I'm going to have the mini vision board posted where I can see it also on a daily basis and start to check off. The other way you can write, if you're not really too keen about doing this, you feel like it's a lot of work, another way you can do your vision board is to go on it from here. You can go to Canvas or wherever application you have, and you can actually create a magazine cover and what you're trying to attract for the year. I did that with another person, and it's actually really simple, very creative, and I am going to print it out so I can have it also, because that's another visual that I use as well. Another way you can do it, if that is still too difficult, is on your phone. So all of us have smartphones. So you can actually create, through whichever application you have with pictures and stuff, you can create a collage, and you can actually put your collage as your, that's when you turn on your phone, you can see your actual visual of what your goals are. That's another way. With the collage, you can see, oh, these are my goals for this year, and you can stay focused with that as well. Another thing that I have actually done, and is really interesting when you start to be creative of finding ways to stay on target and in progress with what your goals are for the year, is to set off time on your calendar on your goals. So you can set off throughout the day, 3 or 4 times a day. I am reaching my goal to make whatever certain amount each month. So maybe $20,000 a month. You can put that in, and it will actually, and set it each day throughout the year. And you can actually see that and visualize it and speak it into existence. Also, there's so many other ways. I've done all of them. It actually works. Is first thing in the morning, you write it down, journaling out. As you have your vision board, you can also journal out each and every day repeatedly what your goals are and keep it consistent with those goals. And that's another way to visualize what your goals are and meet it. So I hope this was helpful for you today. Just know that if you are creating your vision board, to take your time, find a lot of space. I'm actually on the floor right now with all my stuff. So I have all my magazines out here. I have pen, paper, markers, glue, my boards, everything that I need. And all you need to do is just take some time for you to do it. But once it's done, I guarantee you're going to feel really, really, really accomplished with this. So I would love to see what you've done. Definitely share it, tag me in it. And I hope you enjoyed this year in finding your vision and your goals to be met. So take care, and thanks for watching. Bye.